Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to do vibe coding. So vibe coding is a software development approach that leverages AI, particularly large language models, LLMs, to generate code from natural language description. Instead of manually writing code, developers describe the desired functionality in plain English, and the AI translates that into executable code. So for this, we will be using Copilot Agent mode. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my VS Code. So first I need to install GitHub Copilot extension. So I will go to extensions and there I will install GitHub Copilot. So I have installed GitHub Copilot Chat and GitHub Copilot. Now I need to log in into my GitHub account. So here I will go and select sign in with GitHub to use GitHub Copilot. Okay, so if you see here, it has already opened my browser. Okay, now I can authenticate VS Code to use Copilot from here. So I will just click on continue. Now it is redirecting me to my browser, my VS Code. So now it is authenticated, and here I have the GitHub Copilot. So let me do one thing. Let me hide my video. Yeah. Now this is my VS Code and I have installed Copilot. If you see here we have different modes. You see we have Ask mode, Agent mode and Edit mode. Okay. Now Ask is something like a chatbot. We can just talk or interact with Copilot. Edit mode is if we already have some code written and we want to edit those files with the help of Copilot, we can select Edit mode. And Agent mode is where the Copilot is going to help us develop or write the codes. Now I've selected Agent mode here. Model also I can change. Okay, right now this is the default one, GTP 4.1. I will keep it as it is. Okay, now this is the folder I have, demo agent mode. In this folder, basically we will be creating our application. So let me ask the first prompt, which is I want to create APIs to save user details using Python FastAPI. I want to use virtual environments and requirement file to manage all my packages. Okay, so I want to save user name, first name, last name, email, password, and maybe phone number. Okay, so let us give this much prompt to our Copilot agent and let's see what happens. Okay, so here's a plan to achieve your request. Set up a Python virtual environment, create a requirements.txt file and add FastAPI and you'll be gone. Okay, so it has provided me some instructions. I will start by setting up the virtual environment and requirements file, then scaffold the FastAPI app. So it is asking me to run this command, okay, to set up the virtual environment and install some packages like FastAPI, UVCon, and pip freeze. So let me do continue so that we can proceed. So see, the agent Copilot agent has started my terminal and executed these commands. So what it is doing, first it is installing the virtual environment python 3-m vnv vnv. This is the command to create the virtual environment. So if you see, this folder is created here, venv. Next, it is activating the virtual environment, source venv bin activate. So it is activating my virtual environment, and then it is installing FastAPI UVCon and freeze, and it is freezing. So basically pip freeze will freeze these dependency into my requirements.txt. Okay. So let's see. Also, it has provided me a code. If you see here, FastAPI has imported it. It has created a main.py, and it has created one API to create a user. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me select this key, and now it is asking me to activate and start my application. So let me start my application. So I will just click on continue. So I'm just giving the permission to the agent, the Copilot agent, to start my application. With an endpoint to say the username first name. Okay, it is telling me to run this command. So let me do that. I've inserted into my terminal and let me do enter. Okay. So there is some error. So let me share this error to the Copilot agent mode, and let's see if he is able to solve this. Okay, let's now try to start the app. Okay, now it has started it. So if you see here, so Copilot agent also helped me resolve the issues we are getting. So let us do one thing. Let us start our application. Okay, so it is saying that it is started at this address. So let me start that. Localhost. It is started at 88. It was. It was 8,000. Okay. So the app is running. Let me type here how I can open the Refactor of my running app. So it is telling me to use this URL. Copy this. Yeah. So if you see here, my Swagger is open, and let me try to hit the request and see if there is any error or it works successfully. So test one, first name test, last name user, user one at the ready, password something, phone number. This. Okay. So let me execute. If you see here, we got 200 success response. Okay. Fine. So we are good. Now if you see, it has created the post API. Now let me ask something. Let me ask it to create few more APIs. So can you create the complete CRUD operation for user? Okay, so if you see here, the Copilot agent has done the changes and it has created a post, a get user by username, put update user by username, and delete user by username. So if you want to verify the code, we can just see what changes it has done. Okay, if you see here, it has added for duplicate username. So if there is already an username, it will throw a bad request. So it is also doing the checks, validations, and error handlings. So it will return username already exists. Then it has a get user. So let me keep this changes. Okay. So username delete. Okay. Now let us load our application again. So let me refresh it. I will refresh my browser. Now if you see, all CRUD operations are available. Get is there, post is there, get, put, and delete. And here if you see here, it has created a in-memory user store. Okay, so what we will be doing, we want to store it in some database. So let us ask further to handle a database. So what I can ask, I want to run mongoDB in Docker container. Okay, so I want to run mongoDB container. Okay, in Docker container, I already have Docker installed. Okay, and then I want to save these user details in mongoDB container. Let's see what the agent mode do in this case. So here's what I will do for you. Provide a Docker command to run MongoDB in a container. Update your FastAPI app to use MongoDB for storing user details using it. Now update your requirements file. Okay, so it is saying to run command in terminal. So let us do one thing, continue. Okay, wait here, the app is already running. Let me close this. So I will be manually running this. Okay. So let me run this. So it is pulling the Docker image since MongoDB Docker image was not installed locally on my system. What this command is doing, if you see Docker run -d -name fast API -mongo, this will be the name of our Docker container -p. This is actually setting the port. Okay, so the container port 27017 will be mapped to host port 27017. After -e, actually -e is for environment variable. So -e, it is setting the MongoDB username and MongoDB this. So I think it has downloaded it and also started our Mongo container. So let us check that lazy Docker. Okay, so our Mongo container is running. Okay. Okay. It has added the credentials and all. Fine. Let us go back to our code. Now it is telling to install the PyMongo package. So let us do that. Okay, install the PyMongo package. Now I will update your FastAPI app to use MongoDB for all user CRUD operations. So you're replacing the in-memory list. The app will connect to the MongoDB container using PyMongo. Okay. So now it has added with here PyMongo, Mongo client it is importing, it is adding the Mongo related configurations. Okay. It has uses the credentials. If you see admin, the credential it has provided us in the command to run the MongoDB, it has uses that, and it has updated the code to use MongoDB now. So let us keep this. Now what we will do, we will start our application again. So we don't need to do every time this source because we have already activated this. So if you see here in my terminal, it is showing venv is already activated, Python version 3.13.3. So I will just click enter to start my application. Okay, so let me refresh now. Okay, it is working fine. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me create one user. So I will say try it out, username test, first name test, username, let us make it user1, last name user, email id user1@example.com, password test 123, phone number something random number. Okay, let me execute it. Okay, we are getting some error here which is showing internal server error. Let us see what is the error we have got. Okay, let us do one thing. Let us copy this error and give it to Copilot. Let us see if our Copilot agent is able to fix this or not. Okay, it has done some code changes. So what it is saying, this error happens because MongoDB documents include an underscore ID field of the type object ID, which FastAPI cannot serialize to JSON by default. To fix this, you need to remove or convert the underscore ID. So it has provided here some logic. If you see here, na, user underscore ID is changed to string user, something like that, and then it is returning. And here it is result. Okay. Okay, user help. Fine, let us see if this resolve our problem. Keep our app is started again. So let us hit again. Username already exists. Okay. Okay, so the error we got was after the user was created. Okay. So if you see here, the user was already saved, and when we were creating the response at that time, we received the error. So user was created successfully, but the response sent back to the client, the Swagger, was internal server error because due to this error. So now when we tried again, since all user was already there, we received username already exists. So we can check in our database. So we can go here and we can go to the terminal. Let me use Mongo. So databases, authentication. Let me exit Mongo -u admin -t. Password is also admin. Let me log in it. Okay. So databases. Okay. FastAPI demo, use FastAPI demo. So collections user db dot users dot find. Okay, yeah. So now you can see here this user is already created. Now let's do one thing. Let's create one more user. So I will go here, change the details. Let me add test2 user. This is user 2. Password, let us keep same. Phone number, add 2 more numbers. Now let's save this. Execute. So this time we got 200 success and the second user is also created. So let us check and verify. Fine. Yeah. So now 2 users are created. Now let's do one thing. Let's see if other requests are working fine or not. Let's get users. Okay. So we will just try it out. Execute. It is working fine. Let's go to get user by username. Try it out. Let's fetch the first user. Cool. Let's fetch the second user. This is test2. Fine. There is put. Let's update the details. But let's do one thing. Let's change the first name of first user. So try it out. Test1 username, remove it. So you see here, first name is test for test1. So we will change it to test1. So from test we will change it to test1. Let's remove all these fields. Let's try changing one field for now. Okay. Let's do execute. Okay, we got error. This check is not iterable. So this is we are getting for post. Let's try to fix this again. Let's see if it is able to fix this or not. Getting error while updating first name using put API. Let's copy there. Let us see if Copilot agent is able to fix it or not. Again, it is updating the update user method. Okay, so I think okay, I think it has updated the code. Let's try to run that again. Receive the unprocessable content. Let us copy this. Okay, so it is expecting the full data to be provided here. So let's do one thing. Let's get test1 first user. Copy this. This is update. Control A. B. Let us make this as test1. Let us remove this underscore ID. Okay, now I think it should work. Let's see. Okay, we got 200. So now we got 200. Now let us check the database if it is updated successfully. Yes, the first name is also updated to test1. Now let's go to our last API, which is the delete username. So let's do one thing, try it out. Let's delete the test2 user, execute. We got success. Let's check the database. We have now single entry. So you can see here the Copilot agent mode has created the CRUD API for us. We didn't did any code. We didn't did any debugging. The debugging was also being done by the Copilot itself. Okay, so it helps us write the code. It helps us create our APIs. It helps us fix any issues we received while developing the API. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let me add one more thing. I want to add loggings to my APIs. So let us ask Copilot agent to add some loggings. So it has created a logger and it has added some logs here. Okay, let's do keep. Our app is started. Let's just run hit any one API, maybe get API, and see if logging is working. Execute. Oh yeah, you see here we have the logs. So our logging is also working fine. Maybe what else we can do? If let us see if the Copilot agent is able to restructure my code or not. So let's do. I want to separate the Mongo related code in a separate file in a folder config with files name as db connection dot py. Okay, so you can see here it has removed the code, the Mongo related code. Okay, and it has created a config folder, added the code here. So let us see, let us keep it here. Also keep. It has started the application. Let us see if the get is working fine. Okay, we got 200. Yeah, everything is working fine. Now if we check the requirements file, see all the dependencies or packages that were added. You can check them all in the requirements.txt file. So our user app is created with all the user CRUD operations. Okay. So that's it. That's how we can use the agent mode, and this is what we call the vibe coding. So thanks all, and thanks everybody. And if you like the video and if you find it useful, do like and subscribe do like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you and bye bye. Have a good day.